Welcome to Revel, the world's best destination for adventurers and explorers, for artists and romantics, for the curious and the wild at heart. Step into the world of travel insight and destination inspiration. Revel in the experience. We are excited to bring you this content, so please take a quick moment to subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell to be alerted when we release a new Revel video. If you like our content, please take just a quick second to click that like button. It really helps support more great content on YouTube. Like this video. Thank you. Today we are going to discover the 15 best places to visit in Europe. Be sure to watch all the way to the end, as our top place will spike your curiosity with its majestic wilderness. Number 15. Amalfi Coast. Reaching heaven on earth is what you might think upon stepping foot in this place. The spellbinding effect of Amalfi Coast is what was able to mesmerize the over 5 million of its travelers across the world. Resting in the region of Italy called Campania, this place covers 34 miles of majestic terrain, perched on the sky-high cliff that displays splashy vegetation and multicolored towns situated side by side with the precious turquoise waters of the Mediterranean. Do you know that the popular SS-163 highway is connected to over 13 seaside towns and the coast, which could be your next ideal roadway tour? Are you curious enough? Each of its towns is equipped with Amalfi topography signatures, along with other stunning attributes that makes it stand out among the rest. While taking this pathway, you get to see the pastel-colored Positano that draws in the rich and famous with its splendid cliffside resorts and fine Italian cuisine. Its glimmering attraction could give you a mind-blowing experience. Number 14. Nice. Located on the French Riviera, this next location on our list consists of perfect places for beach lovers, history enthusiasts, and cultural seekers who want to have a getaway on its stunning Mediterranean shores. Nice has a lot to offer to its travelers, besides being a quirky city with a pebbly waterfront and pastel-colored buildings with palm trees swaying in the breeze. The city exhibits its Baroque churches that will surprise you on the maze of the old town's twisted streets. There are modern sculptures that hover in the garden as you walk through the Palace Masséna. Nice's cultural charms are often intertwined with its partying image, so better save up some energy to mingle in the vibrant nightlife in Riviera. Number 13. Barcelona. Hike along the scenic trails of the wonderful Park Güell towards the lovely narrow alleys of Barry Gothic for authentic traces of history and a wildly bizarre sight. Barcelona is not for only one type of traveler. It can welcome any types, such as an adventurer, explorer, or a thriller. People can tour the beautiful sights inside this place. Most of the overwhelming activities usually lie at the Las Ramblas, a series of narrow streets and alleys filled with restaurants, nightclubs, and a vibrant pedestrian market. When selecting this place as your next destination, be sure not to miss out on taking a tour with Antoni Gaudi's masterpieces, which are responsible for spots like Casa Mila, Casa Batlló, and La Sagrada Familia. Remember not to let the day end without experiencing the eclectic shopping scene and the region's superb food and wine. Number 12. Munich. You might empty your wallet here as it is the most expensive city in Germany. It is an old-fashioned site, which makes it alluring to its visitors. Munich is famous for its main streets that were pedestrianized for the Olympics in 1972 and have been that way since. One of its grandest events is the Oktoberfest, where beer lovers gather for a joyous celebration. In fact, beer is recognized as an official food in Bavaria. Adventurers who are into the exploration of nature can head over to the Bavarian Alps and take a rest beside the river Isar. You can also take a stroll over to the streets with rows of man-made marvels in the form of designer retail shops and shiny BMWs. Make sure you don't miss out visiting the site to get to know about its provinciality and progressiveness. Number 11. Edinburgh. Located beside the long dormant volcanoes and reigning over the green moorlands, Edinburgh is popular for more than its bewildering landscapes. It is often called Athens of the North and claims a cast of near-mythic characters. The city is the second most visited by travelers in the United Kingdom, next to London, as it offers a variety of activities for every type of visitor. For a history buff or a royal fanatic, touring the Edinburgh Castle, Holyrood House Palace, and other stunning attractions along the Royal Mile would be the best picks. As for the seekers of authentic local life, they can feel the vibe by heading to the outer-lying neighborhood pubs, shops, and parks. Shopaholics may spot some alluring retails in Newtown, while art enthusiasts may go to the Free National Gallery of Scotland and theatre hounds may go to the August Edinburgh Festival. The city takes care in preserving their cultural treasures, and it might be hard to pass up. Number 10. Crete. A one-word term to describe this wondrous place would be diverse, as is shown by its pristine and sandy beaches that hide among the mountainous views, surrounded with palm tree forests in the middle of sprawling plains, and urban cities with coastlines that have century-old structures. Locals of the city honor the ancient people who came before them, as the streets are lined with architectural style reflecting the Minoans, Venetians, and Ottomans along with the contemporary Greeks. Though it has some visible contradictions, Crete maintains a sense of unity to anyone who will step in the territory. You feel the presence of it. This city is associated with different stories and experiences of history, so it's a good idea to plan ahead and think of what kind of vacation you want to have when touring in this place. If you want to know about the city's image, one idea is to dine in one of the variety of restaurants, bars, or nightclubs around the northern coast of Chania or Heraklion. If you are a thriller and a great outdoors person, you should head to Rethymnon or Agios Nikolaos right away to take a dip along the captivating beaches. Number 9. Prague. Behind its prosperous and picturesque features, Prague has a resilient past and a dark legacy. Looking back to 870 AD, this site survived several natural phenomena, numerous overthrows, and a variety of invasions. Due to this unbelievable survival, there's no doubt why the Czech capital is more stunning than ever. Its marvelous churches, narrow alleys, daunting hilltop castles, and statuesque bridges make a scenic image like in fairy tales. The city was turned into a haven for every adventurer across the globe. Even at this point, its top attractions like the Charles Bridge and Prague Castle remain free of admission charges. You can spend time filling your dream without any impact to your wallet. Number 8. Venice. Dazzling in a magic spell may feel like a cliche to say, but as soon as you see its image on the water, you may share the same sentiment. Head off at the Santa Lucia train station that leads you to witness the astonishing Grand Canal. You'll be able to see with your own eyes the water taxis coasting along underneath the Ponte degli Scalzi or the Bridge of the Barefoot. You can make your fantasy dream come to life by riding in a romantic gondola that usually carries couples and glides through the web of the city's waterways. Plus, you may get to hear some serenade songs from the gondola drivers, as they are known to sing whenever they feel the timing is perfect. After experiencing some romantic scenes, prepare yourself to get lost in the wonder of the narrow passageways with fascinating twists that could lead you to other worlds. Take note that maps or any navigation aren't that helpful. Don't worry though, getting lost is normal, and being a wanderlust can make for a fun adventure. Number 7. London. English writer Samuel Johnson said that visiting London can make a man leave the place, as getting tired of exploring the site means the man is tired of life despite the abundance London has to offer. What makes it outstanding is that after over 2 centuries, that statement is still alive. Most explorers find that one visit is not enough to explore all of London. Its remarkable Tower of London and the avant-garde Tate Modern are only 2 of its various highlights that are a must-see. Its richness and culture never ceases to amaze, and it is always looking forward to what is next. Number 6. Amsterdam. If you hear something weird about this city in the Netherlands, better do a fact check before believing it. Some people say Amsterdam takes a careless eye to women who are trying to lure in business at the red light district, and have coffee shops where they sell an unorthodox type of herb to clients. This has been found to be a rumor with no valid evidence of its truth. There are things such as the Indonesian meal, a Twilight Canal-side rambling, or a shopping tour along the boutiques of 9 little streets that make one realize that there's something more to discover that is real, rather than spending time on rumors that aren't true. With loosening of the laws on illegal vices that seems to allure a partying crowd, Amsterdam is still an ideal destination for couples, family outings, or even an educational trip with the kids. One of its main attractions is biking in the maze of canals, then looking back at the Holocaust through the eyes of the famous girl. With Anne Frank discussing the swirling expressionism of Vince van Gogh, this place can suit to every preference of any traveler. Number 5. Florence. A small city in the Tuscan hills that leaves a mark on history, known as the wellspring of Renaissance, Firenze, or Florence, is protected by the powerful family named Medici. It is inspired by the artists such as Michelangelo and Brunelleschi. Some say if it were not for the Italian fashionistas and chic shops lining Via Tornabuoni, You might think you had traveled back in time to the 14th century. However, Renaissance art is not the only main reason to visit. Florence boasts its beautiful sunsets, Italian dining, and irresistibly romantic charm. Number 4. Paris. Drawing millions of explorers every year for its marvelous ambiance, this city of light and ideal place for romantics leaves people awestruck. Paris has been the top place for tourists who prefer to have grand travel and experience the exceptional royal aura of this site. This city boasts its divine cuisine and vast art collections. One of its famous highlights is the mighty Eiffel Tower. Aside from this admirable attraction, Paris also has world-class museums, churches that are centuries old, blocks of Rococo, and neoclassical architectural design. It is referred to as the City of Splendors. If you go to Paris, never miss out on the chance to take a tour at Musée d'Orsay, shop for souvenirs at Champs-Élysées or in boutiques like Le Marais, or schedule a daytime tour at the Versailles Palaces. You might get to see royals that you only see in novels. Number 3. Athens. When the sun shines over the smooth marble monuments of the Acropolis and fills the cobblestone streets along its base, the people of Athens enjoy living life. They do things like head out to local markets or take the sidewalk to challenge some friends for a chess game. During the day, you can feel that time seems to move so slowly, as if the locals are cherishing the glorious days of life and as if the whole city is in celebration from its thrilling days as a political and cultural powerhouse. As the sun settles and night comes, you can start to feel the high-spirited aura of Athens. The air begins to get thick from the tasteful aroma of spiced lamb, music comes from the nearest tavern, pubs blast rock music amidst ancient columns, and the colorful lights of Ammonia Square illuminate the Parthenon columns. What a magical sight! Number 2. Rome. Historians are a bit unsure about this epic city. Many of its visitors are sure that there is something mythical lingering around it. The city of 7 hills, known for its history back in Octavian, Caesar, and Hadrian eras, is Italy's capital. None other than Rome. Whether it be the mystic secret behind the Vatican City, or the supernatural creatures of the Colosseum, or spending an afternoon cafe on Piazza Navona, or savoring a piled-high plate of pasta at a trattoria, Rome is surely filled with an enchanting, magical spell. Enthusiasts will be attracted to the trove of art at the Vatican museums, and foodies may choose over the endless and delicious Italian menus. Though it mostly focuses on the precious past events, Rome adapts the modernized lifestyle with its storefronts, hotels, and restaurants gleaming with a high-rated and fast-paced city image. It will take your extraordinary desire for adventure to another level. Number 1. Azores. This might be the kind of place that you would read about in fiction novels. Remember that end-of-the-world scenario where characters face mythical creatures, bewitching lands, and some fantasy elements that give them magical powers to use? The Azores is famous for being a fantastical place, and it is a group of 9 islands that are about 1,000 miles off the coast of the mainland of Portugal. According to its history, Azores was created from a series of earthquakes and eruptions that happened over 1,000 years ago. The Atlantic climate of the site gives way to its evergreen vegetation and bizarre landscapes. Going to this place will let you see the century-old Portuguese villages, wonderful lakes, and even 1/3 of the Earth's cetacean species. Whatever you pick among the paradise of Azores, one thing is for certain: you'll be enchanted. Europe has been regarded as a prestigious continent by travelers all over the world for its variety of otherworldly paradises. Which one of these great places in Europe would you like to visit first? Comment below. We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, Revelers! Hey, are you a Reveler yet? If not, what in the world? Join the movement! Click to subscribe, ring the bell to get notified when we upload a new video, and shop in our store to let the world know that you are a Reveler.